but I haven't applied it for some reason. I don't know why. I never did it before because I was kind of too intellectually lazy. I had to really discover it, reveal it in time. Hello, my very dear audio friends. Welcome back. It's me, Paul. This is my studio based in Warsaw, Poland. Guys, 2022 is almost over, and I'm always trying to sum the year up in December, and it's gonna be the same this year. And there's one aspect that's particularly interesting, has been particularly interesting for me this year, and these are my mixing skills, because you know what, I have a feeling that I've learned quite a lot in mixing, and I've made some breakthroughs for myself I'd like to share with you. And guys, I can call myself a pro when it comes to film sound design, game audio sound design, also film mixing, also music production. But as it comes to my music mixing skills, well, there's quite a way ahead of me still, and I'm aware of it, and you're probably aware of it too as my viewers. But you know what? I pushed things forward, and I managed to compile them into 5 points I'd like to share with you today. And you know that I'm not the guy of 5 easy steps or 10 tips and tricks for anything, but yeah, this time really, these are 5 things I've learned in mixing in 2022. Let me show you. And to make it crystal clear, guys, yes, I still am learning mixing, remember about this. Though, I think that what I'm gonna present to you today is really verified. It's really a step up, 2 or 3 steps up in what I do, and I don't like to keep the knowledge for myself. I hope that's gonna help you in what you do, guys. Let's go! This is the track I have just finished yesterday. It's a stock track for sale. I do them sometimes when I find some free time, guys, and before maybe we talk about anything, I'm gonna play it to you. I'm always moving when working and listening, you know it probably already too. And guys, this is it. And yes, I know it's not like the most stellar thing in the world, but I think it sounds decent. It is a major improvement in my mixing abilities, I would say, and it has been all condensed in my latest mixing work, which is right here. Of course, I produced this track as well. So guys, thing number 1 I'd like to share with you is that less is more in mixing, and this is really very true, though I had to really discover it, reveal it in time for myself to truly experience it. And yes, this is true, and it applies mainly, I think, to EQing. I remember my old-fashioned, old-style EQing decisions, which were very complex, very narrow, very surgical, too precise, while I simply am looking for simplicity right now. I'm trying to find the easiest way to the point where I want to get, the shortest way that takes me there in EQing. So I'm gonna show you some of my EQing. This is, for example, my kick. I made a dip at 109. I also took off some knocking that I've heard here, and I also made a shelf because this kick was quite too intense for me. And that was it, guys. And my bass EQing also is kind of simple. Probably it can be still simpler than that. But I did some shelving. I found the area that was resonating not too nice for me. I also made 2 dips in the mids that made space for some other instruments. And that's it, guys. And I still think that could be simpler, probably, what I did here. Keys. My first keys are simply like this. Nothing more was needed. My second set of keys was like this. Exactly. Nothing more is needed. So yes, it's true. Simplicity is good. Less is more. The second thing I actually knew always, but I haven't applied it for some reason that I find hard to understand right now, that stop soloing so much. You should not solo so much when mixing. Okay, I mean, when I start my mixing, of course I have to first get the tone of the drums, let's say, and then I can add the bass and mix the bass and drums together. Yes, guys, but that's it. Then when I'm adding everything up, I don't actually solo. Maybe I'm gonna solo in the very beginning to grasp some idea how I want to set the tone for a group or for instrument, but then it all depends on context, my friends. Sometimes you may think, hey, there's not enough punch, not enough bass in my drums, and you're gonna make your drums totally boomy, and then when you add up bass and other instruments, seems that it's too much. So if you want your thing to be punching drums, do it, but listen, drums and bass and all the rest together, because the punch may still be already there, but you don't know it because you're soloing it. So context listening while mixing, guys. The thing number 3, slow attack, fast release compression. This is the thing I also knew for quite some time, but I was always tending to choose something else, and I don't know why, don't ask me, but it has been like this. It changed because I really discovered that slow attack first makes your low end go through. It retains all your low end punch and information. Fast release keeps things generally tight. And guys, this is my UAD 1176AE slow attack fast release. And as you can see, again, less is more. I'm not compressing it, God knows how. Just a bit of compression. Bass. Again, slow attack, moderate release, I would say. It's not the fastest release out there. And let's see the master section. I've got my magenta compressor and same story. Slow attack, fast release. And I'm getting really best results like this. Of course, it's not like a preset that I'm always gonna do it right now. But this came to my arsenal. I'm starting here actually and then think what's gonna happen. Number 4, guys, is also about compression, and this time exclusively drums compression. Parallel compression of drums. I have never tried it. I started using it. I'm not using it always, but I'm really trying it out every time I mix, and I've got this trick from a guy. I'm gonna tell you about this source at the end of the video maybe. And I didn't use it on this track, but what would happen if I tried it? Yeah, what I do is I set slow attack, release is sometimes slow, sometimes auto also, ratio is not too high, and I set the mix around 50% and I tweak from there, and this gives amazing glue and fullness to your drums. It's not gonna kill your low end, it's not gonna kill your dynamics, it's gonna put them in control, which is cool, though this time I'm gonna stick to my 1176 compression. Thing number 5, I started applying in my mixes and I never did it before because I was kind of too intellectually lazy to hear the results myself, to experiment a bit, is soft clipping and generally clipping, which is way better than limiting in some situations. We know that we like sometimes to throw our Pro L2 or Smart Limiter or whatever on everything that's there, but it does not help you get the loudness and set the consistent tone for everything. Sometimes really it is better to use soft clipping before you're limiting or instead of your limiting. And I'm gonna show it to you again on my drums. As you can see, I'm only shaving off the peaks of my snare, which means that I'm actually having some extra headroom and I can make my drums sound louder and it does not sound distorted. I was always afraid of clipping because I thought, oh, it's gonna simply distort the sound, I'm not gonna like it. No, when you have some fast transients, it's not audible at all, right? And then I'm getting the signal to flow into the compressor and then to the limiter, which makes the whole thing simply louder and more consistent dynamically. And also, that's not the only place I used. I also used soft clipping on my bass, and also I used soft clipping on my master bass right here, just to shave off a bit of everything. And guys, that makes your tracks simply cleaner and louder while being really dynamically consistent. This is it. Yeah, so these are the 5 things that helped me improve my mixes in 2022. I hope you liked it. I hope it's gonna improve what you do on your everyday basis, guys. And there's the tip or general advice number 6. And well, guys, go for a good online mixing course. I was also hesitating to do this, but finally I decided to go for Luca Pretolesi courses on mymixlab.com. No, I'm not sponsored by them. I subscribed to this and I have learned a lot. I saw some standard clipping usage, I saw some compression settings, I saw some general easiness and simplicity of things, and it's not that I simply copied what Luca is doing because I never do it. I'm always thinking while I'm doing and applying my way, but guys, really, it's not that you're gonna describe presets for everything and just one-way solutions. No, but listening to a master in his work, like Luca is, he really is a master, it helps a lot. So think about it. Guys, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope to see you soon. Comment down below, subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see you very soon. Bye.